So let's try that centering that I was just talking about in that previous video. Again, welcome to this little video page. I'm excited to be able to connect with everyone digitally like I mentioned a few moments before. If you're following through and watching from that previous video, if you're just joining, again, I appreciate your presence and the ability to connect in this type of a medium, especially in this challenging time. Stress levels are high. So this centering practice is a nice way to connect with what's happening right now. Very easy for us to allow thoughts to pull us into the future, to worry about things that aren't here yet. It's also possible for us to be, aware of our mind and go into the past and to ruminate about the past and cause stress just through the thinking of the future, thinking of the past. So centering is a great way to ground yourself in the present moment, to create a sense of stability underneath your feet when at times it feels like the bottom has just fallen out. So this centering, I brought my nice little Tibetan singing bowl here. You're going to hear the sound. And so we'll use that later on in the practice. So first of all, we're going to center in with our 5 senses. So I'll invite you to just take a moment to look around, like what do you see? And as you look around, try not to pass judgment, right? Our mind is going to come up, try to talk to us. We're going to pass judgment or have some sort of bias about what we observe in our 5 senses. For example, this plant behind me, I could be like, oh man, that plant hasn't been watered in a little while, it looks ugly. Right, that's me passing judgment on the plant right back here, and maybe my forgetfulness to water it because it was in a different room before. So as you look around your space, notice colors, notice textures, notice what is there as it is, rather than how you would want it to be, or any sort of judgment or bias that comes up there. So take a look around. And then I'll invite you, after you've looked around for a moment, to close the eyes. And as your eyes close, explore what you smell. So take a couple of breaths through your nose. What is it that you smell in your household? Or if you're outside like me, what is it that you smell outside? So a breath in and a breath out. Try to notice 1 or 2 things as you inhale and exhale. And then maybe turn your attention from the smell into the mouth, right? What sort of tastes and textures do we notice in our mouth? Right? We can notice our tongue. We can notice maybe some moisture in there, saliva. If you've had something to drink recently, eat recently, maybe there's still residual taste in your mouth. And then after exploring our sense of taste, what does the body physically feel like? Right? Notice where your hairline is. Notice your scalp. Right? What does that feel like physically? Is there any air that's blowing across your body? Can you feel temperature changes on your skin? Right? Can you feel openness within your muscles, or maybe tightness, stiffness? So just noticing, again, the physical body as it is. And then turn your attention to what maybe you hear. Noticing the sound of my voice, or the sounds that are coming through my video. The birds chirping, some sirens, maybe a chainsaw. So going through our 5 senses like this allows us to center in ourself. And if your eyes are open, I just invite you again to close your eyes so that we can turn more inwards. All right. So we have the 6th sense, the sense of intuition, the mind, our inner awareness. So take a moment now to just be aware of what types of thoughts are coming up, what sort of emotions are bubbling to the surface. And as you're observing these thoughts, as you're observing the emotions, right, try to take a step back from that. again, observing your mind as it is rather than how you might want it to be. Trying to create a kind of a third person type view of ourself, like we're watching someone else experience all of this. And so beyond these 5 senses, beyond the 6th sense of the mind and the inner awareness, right, we have a sense of being, the witness that watches it all. So try to step back even further and just reside within that part of yourself which is aware to it all. Right? That place within inside you that is just aware of sound, that's aware of taste, aware of smell, sight, hearing. Right? That place inside you that's just aware of the thoughts as they come and as they go. It's the silent witness. And so from this inner awareness of our witness, right, we want to open our mind and our being to the radiant purity of our true essence of being. Right, so try to open again your mind, your awareness to our true essence of being. Now, depending on any religious context, let that context come in if it helps you. Right? But we're just connecting to that true essence of our being. And in the yoga world, the Kundalini yoga world as well, we have the phrase, it's called Sat Chit Ananda, meaning awareness, consciousness, bliss. Sat Chit Ananda. So the awareness, the conscious awareness of existence is bliss itself. And so as we practice this centering, going through our 5 senses, the physical world, traveling inwards to the inner mental world, and then stepping beyond that to the witness of awareness, we can slowly draw out our own inner peace and happiness, that Sat Chit Ananda, the blissful awareness of self, the awareness of existence. And that is opening ourselves to the radiant purity of our true essence of being. So to finish up our inner awareness here, I'm going to ring that Tibetan singing bowl a few times. So again, with our eyes closed, just turn your awareness to the sound and try to follow the sound until you can't perceive it anymore. And then watch yourself be aware of that, right? Be aware of watching the sound and try to connect with that inner sense of awareness, the existence of conscious awareness itself. And you will slowly again begin to experience an inner sense of bliss, of peace. It's always there. All right? So slowly listen. take another moment to just rest within your awareness, within yourself. Know that at the core of your being, you are whole, you are pure, you are radiant. And we can finish now with a nice inhale and exhale, a nice sigh to let the body completely relax. So take a normal inhale, just let the lungs fill up lightly. Take a normal exhale. And now we're all going to sigh together. So take the biggest breath in that you can. Big inhale, hold the breath in. Squeeze some more air if you can into the lungs. Open your mouth, bow your chin, and sigh. Shrug the shoulders. Shake your head and your neck. Slowly open your eyes. And as my good friend Asud would say, this is the practice of yoga now as we go into the world and practicing letting our peace and happiness be with us at all times. So again, thank you so very much for joining me today. I hope to offer more digital mindfulness practices in the future, maybe even some yoga asana flows and classes as well. And we'll get it all figured out as we come together as a human community and start supporting each other the way that we really should in life. So I love you all very much, and I send my blessings to you. Please contact with me if you would like to at any point in time. Email, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, Instagram, whatever it might be. I love you all very much, and have a blessed day. Namaste, friends.